Disclaimer. This video is created for entertainment and educational purposes only.
Peace and awakening, family. Welcome to a brand new episode of High Zone. Today on the menu, we got some mind-bending, mysterious TikToks that'll leave you thinking. Before we get into that, if you're not tapped in, like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell for every time I drop. Me and you could be rocking out with each other. For everybody else that's tapped in, I love you and appreciate you. Let's get straight into these videos.
Breaking news, y'all. Over 46 people is missing right now. Typhoon hit Alaska with Category 4 hurricane winds. Said it's up to 176 miles per hour right now. The fuck? 'Cause we know what a typhoon can do. It's real convenient. Nobody's speaking on what's going on in Alaska. No news coverage, so you know. You got ghetto news. You got several native villages that was destroyed. Houses and everything floating, falling apart, falling off of shit. Look at this. It just might be more than 46 people that's missing. You see this shit? Now remember, FEMA was defunded. There is no news coverage on this. They saying that help is on the way. How is help on the way when nobody is covering it? The only people that's covering it is social media, nothing else.
TikTok and everything else is the new news. The news is not reporting anything. And this is hurricane season, so be mindful, people.
I love black churches, but this is where I draw the line. When son start throwing the force like he Darth Vader, it's slow your roll. I'm not gonna be able to leave out there with a straight face. Son used the shoulder. Boop. Pardon me, sugar bop, honey bunch. Catch this blessing. It's like, nah. So who do you think you are, bro? Throwing head nods. Oop, kick. He think he Neo or something. He's smiling. Son catching a Caesar. It's just like no. There's no way all y'all in this building. Like I felt God through that kick. Got son seasoned on the ground. The sound effects make it even more egregious because it sounds like he really sparring with the spirit. And I'm one of these people in the front line. I'm not falling down just because son next to me fell down. It's like he just knocked out the whole row. The shoulder crack. He didn't even throw the second shoulder and bro in the pink suit fell out. It's like, nah, this nigga, who is he? The last airbender? Kick, seize. I can't get over the Caesar, bro. Like, this is phenomenal acting, to be honest with you. Do y'all go back to the crib, though, and start talking in text? Like, yo, man, Priest was really on one today, bro. He really kicked that shit into me. It's like, nigga, what? He must be paying people to fall over. It's like they have a team huddle. He's like, oh, yeah, I'm going to come by. I'm going to start throwing punches. Just catch the blessing. Just fall out, son. He'll be like, nigga, no, I'm not going to sit in the front line and just lie like God's spirit is being channeled through you, through air. Bro, not even touching them. He threw the shoulder, kick, Caesar. Like, this what God doing? There's no way y'all believe that. Even that, this shit lit. It's like, well, all right, hold on. Kick him again, one more time while he down. We seize this nigga up one more time. See, I'm not playing with y'all niggas. It's like, nah. Yes, you is. Somebody stop paying this man. This shit witchcraft.
On the real, though, do they rehearse this? Do they meet up like 2 hours before church? Yeah, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. Then I'm gonna hit you with the shoulder, you're gonna catch a seizure. That is crazy, chat. Comment down below what y'all thought about that. That is crazy work. Dude is definitely the most disrespectful dude on earth. How you do that on a special day for your lady? She must not be special, bro. For you to treat your wife like that, that is diabolical. Comment down below, chat.
Of Kelly Mack, who was on The Walking Dead. Yeah, and I actually knew her. I actually met her years ago.
You did tell me that.
And she dies on August 2nd, at the age of 33. There's that number. 3 days later, August 5th, Martha Nolan, an Irish bikini designer. Did Did you hear about that?
No, I didn't.
Okay, so she dies on a yacht.
Okay.
Okay. And she was with, I guess, the boat owner. It's very mysterious. They said the toxicology report isn't in yet, and they're trying to see if it was drugs. They're alluding to it may have been drugs, foul play. They don't know yet. And it was weird because the guy who's on, owns the boat, he actually was running out to try to get help, and he was naked.
Wait, what?
Keeps going.
Fuck you mean?
Hold on. Keeps going. So then, August 8th, then this happens. The CDC thing happens. So get this. All these things happen, right? And then mind you, the CDC shooting, there was an officer by the name of David Rose. He was in a line of fire. He gets killed. Now here's how all this links up. All 3 people who died, they're all at the age of 33.
Is that age?
But gets even weirder.
Break it down.
So all this happens in the same week, right?
Right.
And this is where I start to put the patterns together. So you have August 2nd, August 5th, and August 8th.
Okay.
What's the difference between 2, 5, and 8?
The difference between 2, 5, and 8.
Yes, number-wise. Think about it.
2, 5, and 8.
They're all 3 apart. 33.
The coincidence specialist is back at it again.
I'm just saying. Like, think about
That's
it. Okay.
wild.
Isn't that crazy, though?
No, that's wild.
They all died 3 days apart from each other, and they all 33 years old. Make it make sense, people. Let's pay attention.
Y'all want to hear something crazy? Today is Columbus Day, right? And it's also on the 13th, by the way. Today's the 13th. But you know what else today is? Indigenous Peoples Day. So my question is, how can you celebrate Indigenous Peoples Day on the same day as Columbus Day when we all know what Columbus did? And if you need a refresher, he sailed to the Americas, found a brand new world, and took that bitch over. How do you take over a whole new place? Well, you gotta get rid of the indigenous folks. So on the same day that we celebrate a conqueror, we're also celebrating the people that was conquered. Doesn't make sense to me. At least give the indigenous folks their own day, not the same day as their colonizer.
I really don't know what bro talking about. Today was a regular day for me. What about y'all, Zone family? Comment down below. These people were celebrating Columbus Day in Spain. Comment down below.
I want y'all to notice something. Ever since we had the government shut down, there's been 0 chemtrails.
Yep, it's pretty confirmed. I haven't seen clouds, skies like this in 10 plus years, maybe longer. I don't even remember. But how clear it is since it's been a shutdown. We're on day 11 right now of the government shutdown. Has anybody else seen clouds like this? And mind you, keep in mind, what is the CDC's logo? What does it look like? There it is. Looks like chemtrails. So they're telling you without telling you. Look at this. Clear as day. Literally.
They are telling you without telling you. Remember, they have to tell you, but don't have to tell you. They put it right in your face. That's all they need to do. Pay attention and be aware. Low.
Get up the way!
That looked just like a movie, family. Just like a movie. That is crazy. You chilling, 1 minute, enjoying your day. Beautiful outside, nice and sunny. then a helicopter come crashing right in front of you. That is crazy. Comment down below.
Don't shoot the messenger. Feminism told y'all be strong, independent, and alone. And y'all followed it to the grave. Y'all push all the good men away, call submission slavery, and think being difficult is cute. Now y'all 35 and tired, looking around like, oh, where the good men at? Sis, they moved on. Real men want peace, not problems in a lace front and a loud voice. Feminism sold y'all freedom, but they didn't mention the price. Loneliness.
I'm sure everybody wants some peace. It doesn't matter if you're a man or a woman. Everybody wants some peace, and everybody deserves some peace. It's about finding that right person with the right frequency to match your frequency. Comment down below.
Be honest. Do you think that most women are inherently evil or scammers? Do you think that from what you see?
I do, and I definitely do say that. And the reason why I say that is because a multitude of reasons. One of the reasons being a lot of women.
It's true.
Know.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
It's true. Yeah, no, it's true. A lot of women don't know what they want, and so they get into these situations of what, you know, either their friends or their family or society tells them that they're supposed to do, and then they do all the right things to get there. And then when they get there, the real them comes out. And I feel like that's kind of a lot of, like, women are hormonal, right? We're completely different than men. But a lot of times women are so wrapped up in their emotions and their feelings, which feelings are fleeting. And they make these brash decisions, and that's scary, because a man who's stable, who's in a situation, can just wake up one day and be like, who is this? Like, it takes evolution for women to be, in my opinion, more stable, more calm, more logical thinking. Like, I think
So you think there's a way they can become logical thinkers? You think there's something on this planet that can make them that way?
I think it's never going to be the same as a man. But I think once they have a certain level of understanding and humility, which a lot of women do not have, that's the main problem. A lot of women don't have the humility enough to even listen, to receive, or to understand another person's point of view. So how can they listen and understand enough to even change or evolve or grow? Like, and so
you finna get famous. You finna get famous for speaking honest.
But I hate to say it, but it's really true. And we're in an era now that, like, everybody is thinking that wrong is right and right is wrong. And we have to be true, because I'm not like people, oh, you know, she's a pick me or whatever. But I'm saying it because I love you, right? Like, I love you. I want you to get it right. I want you to have good relationships. So I have to be honest with you. I can't lie to you and say, oh yeah, girl, she's a girl boss. Like, I've seen so many women like
Zone family. Ladies, I know I got some smart ladies in the family. Definitely have some smart ladies in the family. Ladies, please, comment down below. Let me know what y'all thought about that. Is it every woman, or is just her? I mean, she's speaking about everybody, and I don't think it's everybody. But comment down below. Let me know if that's the stereotype that's going around right now.
What? What?
She was on the phone with 911. If you were a 911 operator and a woman called you and said that a black male was there threatening her, and then started reacting like that, what would you think was going on? What would you think was happening to that woman in that moment? And you may see that and be like, well, what did he do? What did he say? He called her rude. That's what he did. That was the extent of the interaction before she threatened to call police and tell them that he threatened her. And as proof, I showed you the second half of the video first. Let me show you how she was behaving literally 1 minute before that.
She is on the phone with 911 right now.
I'm rude and he's just threatening me
Look,
right now.
look at it. She said I just threatened her. What threat? What threat did I make towards you?
I'm Elizabeth.
What threat did I make towards you, ma'am? Huh?
That is crazy. People like that make these phone calls, deserve to go to jail. Literally, straight to the jail. This man could have lost his life. This man could have got locked up for no reason. This man could have lost his job. I could keep going on and on and on. This is pure evil. Comment down below, chat. Let me know what would y'all do in that predicament.
Pursue his own dreams. He got his own business doing junk removal services. Okay, cool. Listen to what his boss said about it. Listen to this whole video.
All right, man. But so you know, most people that try to do their own thing, they usually come back.
Well, let's hope not, but I just, I didn't want to leave any bad taste in your mouth of me just leaving like that, but I can't do it no more.
It's all good. I'll have Alfredo pick up your shift, but we'll see you back here.
All right, John. Well, I appreciate your time. Sorry about that, and have a good day, man.
Hey, good luck throwing away trash, man.
All right, bye.
Just in case you missed it, the boss said most people that leave and try to do their own thing end up coming back. Let me tell you something. I'm not everybody. Man, if that was me, he would've... What? No, sir. Anyway, then he proceeds to say good luck throwing out trash. First of all, hold on. If that's what I want to do, that's what I'm gonna do. Number two, I don't think that boss or whoever that guy was realized how big of a business that is. Junk removal services. Come on now. And then it's like he really tried to belittle him in a way, trying to say that it wasn't gonna work. Like, nah, bro, just because you stuck there don't mean that I'm gonna be stuck there. And then I went on the guy page, and he actually doing pretty good with his junk removal services. So yeah, y'all let me know what y'all had said. I ain't gonna cap to you, man. He would've got cursed out. Y'all let me know what y'all would've said. Like for more.
Zone family, we just had this discussion on the last video about why you going to work, creating something for yourself, creating something so you don't have to go work somebody else's dream. So this guy created something for himself, decided to call a job, trying to end it on a good foot, on a good note. But the boss told him it wasn't going to work. He told him, he's going to come back like everybody else. That is crazy. Just because you stuck there, you didn't have a plan, you want to hold me down. Crab in a bucket. He's vibrating low, so he want to pull him in so he could vibrate low also. Meanwhile, this man want to change his life and his family life. Comment down below.
A lot of people don't truly understand what it means to be devilish. Let me explain. When you spell devil backwards, it's lived. When you spell live backwards, it's evil. So when you live backwards, it's evil. When you lived backwards, you were devilish. Let's get into the list. When you're looking at pornography all the time, that's devilish behavior. You're sitting here getting off to two people having sex with each other. Really think about what you're doing right now. It's normal to have sex with another person. That's normal. It's not normal to be watching and engaging with two other people having sex while you on the sidelines watching them playing with yourself. Really listen to how it sounds. Listen to it. If you got a girlfriend or a boyfriend, a wife or a husband, it's okay to lust after them. Y'all love each other. Y'all together with each other. Y'all want to be connected mentally, spiritually, physically. It's okay to lust after your girlfriend, lust after your boyfriend. Y'all like each other. But you're lusting after a person on the screen? They're not even there. And they with somebody else. They ain't even with you. Listen to how it sounds. I'm not religious. I'm spiritual. I'm just showing you the significance of what I'm trying to say. That's lust. Let's look at gluttony. Eating more than what you should be eating. That makes you obese. Eating things that you shouldn't be eating, that gives you diabetes. That gives you high blood pressure because you're not eating how you're supposed to be eating. You're living backwards, aka devilish behavior. Let's look at pride. It's okay to have confidence, unyielding confidence in yourself. Don't have pride though. We're all human. We're all flesh and blood. We all gonna die. We all got feelings. To be prideful is to live backwards. And a lot of people don't understand the difference between pride and confidence. The only difference between pride and confidence is how you display it towards others. Pride is arrogance, narcissistic. When you just have confidence, you also uplift other people. With pride, you're putting down other people. Confidence, you uplift other people. When you're greedy, you're wanting more than what you should want. You only need enough to survive and just overly thrive just a little bit. Why do you think you look at all these millionaires and billionaires, they're still unhappy because they chasing more and more and more and more. It's unnatural. That's devilish behavior. You're living backwards from what you were supposed to be living. Like I said, I can run through all 7 of the 7 deadly sins, but I'm not finna do that. You get the gist of what I'm saying. To be devilish means you lived backwards. And to live backwards means evil. Even when it comes to killing is natural. Animals kill each other all the time. It's part of nature because it's natural. But when you killing for unnatural, unrighteous reasons, that's where it gets evil. You killing for drugs, you killing for money, you killing for lust reasons. Now you're being evil. Now you're being devilish. If I was to kill somebody who molested 50 children, no one would have a problem with that. To be devilish don't mean what people think it mean. To be evil don't mean what people think it mean. Because a lot of people do evil shit and devilish shit on a daily basis that they don't even know is living backwards, aka being devil.
This is how you know the English language is a spell language. Lived is devil. Live is evil. Come on, man. Make it make sense, people. Choose wisely. Literally, choose wisely.
Now we know where the idea for the movie Coneheads actually came from. Peep this video out.
Who people Coneheads? So they come from the Gemini star constellation. Now the Teros, who people know as the cone-shaped heads, right? They have 48 chromosomes. And because the human being or humans have 46 chromosomes, that's 23 from your mother and 23 from your father, giving you 46. When they mixed with the humans, they produced a being with 47 chromosomes, which basically resulted in what people call Down syndrome. And that's why no matter what race you are, if you have those 47 chromosomes or Down syndrome, then you're going to have the same features regardless of whether you're black, white, Chinese, etc. So you got other descriptions here. Dwayne is...
Now you can sit up here and talk feelings all you want. You can talk feelings all you want. But if I got a group of people, right, to look into a book and only a book, then there's no way that they would see what's going on out here in the world, because they will only exclusively look through life through that book. If you are a Christian, I can guarantee you don't know shit about your history. You don't know nothing about your history, because if you did, then it would contradict that book that you look into. You would know that you are older than that book. This right here is a pure example of it. This is in the Bible nowhere. Nowhere. This is stuff that's happening on earth. Reality. Real. And you can see how real it is. We all seen people with Down syndrome, and they all look the same. Doesn't matter color, race, none of that stuff. Now, make up a verse in that Bible that explains this. There is none. Grow up. Now we figured out where the movie Coneheads came from. We know where the idea came from. It came from ancient knowledge that is stolen and hidden from you. That's where it came from. That's where it came from. Not the Bible. Wake up. There is nothing that you see out here in the world that comes from them that is original. Everything is stolen. Everything.
A couple weeks ago, maybe a couple months ago, I asked myself, why the kids that has Down syndrome look alike? That is crazy, bro. They be the same height, they smile the same way, same face features. I just answered my own answer watching this clip.
Have you ever seen the Texas Chainsaw Massacre? Surprisingly, no, bro. I know the killer's Leatherface and stuff like that, but I just never seen the movie.
Alright, so Leatherface, right? He has a mask, right? But his mask is made of human flesh, right? Somebody's face. So basically this story right here is a real life case. His name was... He really loved his mom. Like, even though she was fucking psychotic, that's all he had, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because he tried to socialize for the first time, but since he had a speech impediment, and he also had a lazy eye, so people were like bullying him and shit, not trying to fuck with him, bro. So all he had was really his mom and his brother, right? A couple years passed, his mom died, and then in November 1957, Bernice Warden, right? She was a lady who owned a shop. She ended up going missing. So they're like, what the fuck is happening? Where the fuck is Bernice? They go to the shop, and the last person who was seen there was Ed. So the cop goes to his fucking house, bro. And then that's when they just see probably one of the most disturbing things that I'm about to talk about right now. First of all, they see a fucking mess. Then they see Bernice from her ankles and shit, obviously dead. They see a bunch of furniture and things made of human flesh. They see a lamp made of human faces. They see utensils made of human bones. His bed frame is decorated with human skulls. He also has a jacket made of human flesh. And then he made a suit with his mom's face. And he would wear it because he wanted to be close to his mom and shit. And the rest of the parts was just all from grave bodies. Let me see the pictures, bro. That's one, for example.
What the let me see. No way this is real, bro. That's like a mock-up, bro.
People create these monsters from young by bullying people, pushing people around, isolating people. Later on down the line, this is what happens. The person goes psycho and people start missing. So stop playing with people, man. Be nice to your neighbor. You never know.
Do you believe in the evil eye? So the thing with the evil eye is that the person can have a negative energy sitting on them, right? There can be multiple things with this topic. There can be things like archons, which are arch-ons, so they're attached, right? They could have some sort of energy attached to themselves. They could have some just bad energy that they're carrying around. They could also be surrounded by people with bad energy, right? Bad things happen because it's being attracted into them. They're pulling those things into them. So with the evil eye situation, it works as a deflective device, right? It's pretty much kind of what it is, to try to reflect the energy back to the person and keep that over there. Now, it's interesting because when you get into energy, you can see if, for example, if you're around people who are like having bad energy, their energy could actually, or they can siphon onto you. They can actually siphon onto you and attach to you. And then you got bad energy because it's just allowing it into you to be somewhere. And I've seen that, you know, I've been around certain people and that can come out, you know, like those bad energies. But that's why, like somebody was just saying, it's important to ground yourself daily and yes, clear those negative energies, because the whole thing with the negative energy is you're also allowing that negative energy to come in, right? If someone's got bad energy, sometimes you just gotta say, you know, go figure out you and whatever else, and we'll go maybe hang out a different time.
I had friends who came around me with their negative attitude or negative energy. They going through something. They come around you with that and they piss you off. Now you off balance. You wondering why this is happening, because your energy been shifted. You know what I'm saying? So protect your energy, family.
Mermaid. It's called Lasserine. And this woman named Rosaline emailed me and said that her mother was born in Jacmel, Haiti, and when she was 12, she drowned. Or at least that's what everyone believed. It was Carnival weekend. Her and her cousins were swimming, and she went out under the tide. She never came back up. Her cousins ran back to shore, told the parents. Everybody searched for her. They combed the beach, they combed the shallow parts, but they could not find her. Rosaline says that although she doesn't practice, her mother's family practiced Haitian voodoo. So every day while her mother was missing, her grandmother lit candles until wax coated the floor. She refused to believe her daughter was gone. And after 3 weeks of lighting candles, her mother walked out of the ocean. She was completely dry, her hair had grown past her knees, and her eyes were darker. When she made it home, she didn't speak for a week, and when she finally did, she told her family that she had gone underwater, and a woman with hair that floated around her, who sang lullabies backward, had taken her underwater. Rosaline's mother said that the woman offered her a choice, which was drown like the others or rise in my name. And her mother knew that this was Lasserine, the queen of the drowned. Rosaline says that her mother told her family that she said that she wanted to live, and so she was marked. She was indebted to Lasserine. And as she got older, she stopped aging like the other girls. She was extremely beautiful, and at 16, she looked 22. Word spread quickly, and by the time she was 17, another voodoo priestess had heard about her in another city and came to see her. She talked to her about the importance of leaving offerings for Lasserine so that she was granted luck and protection. She said they also performed rituals to bind her to the sea, although Rosaline isn't sure the details on those. They left the ocean offerings to make sure she was protected, mirrors, perfumes, pearls. But her offerings came with rules, which was no marriage, no cutting her hair, and absolutely no children. But when she was 21, she left Haiti because she met a man and fell in love, and she moved to the US with this man and eventually had Rosaline. Rosaline said her father was not from Haiti, he was American, and he did not believe in spirits, so her mother, not wanting to scare him off, never told her about her family's practices or the fact that she had had an experience with Lasserine when she was a child. And so she says her mother never told her father, maybe out of love, maybe out of rebellion, but from the second Rosaline was born, things started going wrong. She said by the time she was 8 months old, she had not one but 2 near drowning incidents, and by the time she could talk, she was singing a lullaby in Creole that her mother had never taught her. And by the time she was 7, she noticed her mother changing again. All of a sudden, her mother refused to go in the bathroom unless the mirror was covered with a sheet. Sometimes she would find her sitting on the edge of the tub staring into the drain. Her mother started spending her nights writing long letters at a desk, which she kept in a carved wooden box underneath her bed, with other little trinkets, conch shells, lipstick, and a vial of water that Rosaline believed was seawater from where she was from.
Once you make a deal with a siren, you can't break that contract, or you're gonna feel a presence. They will always be around you, so be careful with the deals you make. Zone family, let me know what y'all thought about this siren story.
I swear Mexican
Grandmas are not afraid of anything, not even La Llorona. So I'm sure some people still do this in Mexico, but this story took place like a long time ago, and this guy says that his grandmother used to go to the river to wash all the clothes. Now, she had a really bad habit of getting up like at 4 or 5 in the morning because she wanted to get the perfect spot. In case you didn't know, if you got there too late, you might have to wait because that river would be filled with women like washing all the clothes. Some women would go to the river and not get in the river but just wash the clothes on the side. However, he says that his grandmother was the type to get in that river like all the way up to her waist and just start washing all the clothes. So it was 5 in the morning and the grandmother got up. She was gonna go to the river to wash some clothes. And mind you, she had never had a problem going there by herself. Everything was always normal. So the grandmother is in the river and she's facing the rock on the edge where she's cleaning her clothes, and her back is facing towards like the rest of the river. And as she's washing her clothes, she starts to hear from behind her, and then she hears like the loudest screaming pain, but she says that she hears it far away. And as we all know, if you hear La Llorona far away, that means she's close, and if you hear it close, that means she's far away. He says that even though his grandmother was like the strongest person that he knew, she did get scared in that moment, but she was like, oh hell no, I need to wash clothes, like I'm gonna ignore this, I'm gonna keep going. And she kept washing her clothes. She says that a few moments later, she started to hear how the water behind her started moving, almost as if something was getting close to her. And she knew that La Llorona was standing right behind her. And then she heard it again, the same thing, like, ay, mis hijos. Like, but like she knew she was standing behind her. But this time, the grandmother actually responded to her. She tells her, ahorita no estés chingando, o me vas a ayudar o te largas. Fucking And for my non-Spanish speakers, the grandma told La Llorona, don't fucking bother me right now. You're gonna help me wash these clothes or you get the hell out of here. The grandma then says that La Llorona behind her just felt like she had stayed very still. And mind you, grandmother was terrified, but she never turned back. Even when she cussed La Llorona out, she never turned back to look at her. She actually kept washing her clothes because she was terrified, and she's like, I'm not looking back. I'm gonna keep washing. I just cussed her out. I don't know what's about to happen. So the grandmother said that after a while, after her continuing to wash that clothes with the corner of her eye, she can see like a silhouette just going down the river and away from her. The way I would have died on the spot, because what the heck?
Grandma is a OG, okay? Grandma stepped on that business like, yeah, I'm washing these pants, these shirts, and Lorena, you're not gonna do nothing. If that was me, I'd have been ghost. I ain't even gonna lie to y'all, family. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. But I have heard, if you curse out negative spirits, they can't do nothing to you. In fact, they'll leave you alone like they left her alone. I have heard that from elders. Comment down below though. Let me know what y'all thought about that story. We got more coming up.
A la bestia, mira. No, mira. Oye, está ya, viste, güey. Mira, ya se ve. Mira, vos sabes qué. ¿Vos qué es eso? Mira, mira, ahí. ¿Sabes? A la bestia, mira. Igual, mira, vos, ay, feo se viene esa cosa. Mira, ve. Uy. Ah, está, mira, ya lo viste, ¿no? Mira, vos.
How did she get in that gate? She was on the other side of the gate when it first started. Then she was inside of the gate. Man, listen. Zone family. Comment down below what y'all would have done at that moment. Comment down below. That is insane.
Mi madre bien me lo decía, no te metas donde no te llaman. Ten mucho cuidado donde vas en las noches, mucho menos a un cementerio, porque te puede llevar un gran susto. Y aquí, el ejemplo de lo que puede pasar.
Listen, Poppy, if that was you in that car that sped off, congratulations. You have won the prize of being a smart man. Cause if that was me, I'd have been right there with you, hauling ass in that Jeep. Did y'all see Llorona inside of that, cemetery thing, the apparition? Diabolical. And the thing with this spirit, it pops up wherever it wants. Nah, that's crazy work. Crazy work. Yeah, comment down below.
What are those dolls? Legend is she transferred the souls of the slaves into little dolls.
You think you and some old voodoo bitch could scare me out of my house? I don't care how many slaves died here. You get no reparations. No reparations!
Did we have this guy Duke running for office, and of all places to buy a home, he chooses this historic plantation. And on the wall hangs a portrait of the former owner, a slave master who, after the Civil War, refused to free the enslaved people. Instead, in a fit of rage, he massacred them, and they were all buried together on a nearby hill. And after some time, a woman named Miss Cobbs, this lady on the portrait, she was also a voodoo priestess. She bought the home and transferred the souls of the murdered into a collection of dolls and kept them preserved. The plantation has been called
The dollhouse?
A dollhouse!
So this guy here, this is Duke's media image coach, is helping Duke with his campaign.
Listen, by the time I finish with you, you might even get a few black folks in the till.
Miss Cobbs locks eyes with him because she sees the betrayal. He's trying to help the same kind of man who killed both her ancestors and his, and that doesn't sit right. So the spirits deal with him first. And the rest begins to unfold. What Duke needs to understand is you can't just erase, mock, or cash in on pain like it's some sort of damn trend.
Can't we all just get along?
Can we all get along? Can we get along?
History has memory. When something is built on suffering, it will come back for its due.
You get no reparations. No reparations!
That is the heart of this piece here. See, these dolls aren't just spooky, they are charged by the soul. Each one is a vessel of pain, of voices buried but not gone. They're reminders that you can't build luxury over a graveyard and think it's not going to talk back to you. Duke thought that he could rebrand genocide with a press release. The Duke is eating off of racism. That plantation ain't just cursed by spirits, it's cursed by history. And he needs to understand, the land isn't going to forget. Nobody ever paid the price for what happened at that land. So the dolls show up like debt collectors. Duke heard the warnings. He chose to laugh at the warning.
Personally, I think the whole thing adds to a certain southern charm.
You can't gentrify ghosts.
You ever seen any of them?
I searched every inch of this house. When I first bought the place, I figured the little black bastards might be worth something, but no, I never found any.
But ignoring the roots of evil doesn't protect you, it seals your fate. That's the thing about white supremacy. It pretends to be bulletproof until the past starts pulling the trigger.
Nothing we need to do. They're gonna take care of it. They're gonna make him pay for being here.
Who will make him pay, sir?
The souls are gonna make him pay.
And the dolls, they're not toys, they're a testimony. People see dolls as harmless, soft, and something to play with. Not these dolls. Here, they flip the image. They become justice in motion. See, the thing is about history, the oppressed, they don't stay weak forever, and they come back as resistance or retribution. So bottom line, this segment isn't just horror, it's karma in high def. It's letting you know if you choose to build your empire on graves, don't be shocked when the dead demand rent.
You have to respect the land. You don't respect the land, this is what's gonna happen. Why you think people cannot live Skinwalker Ranch? The land has been tainted. You know what I'm saying? Those ancestors cursed the land where nobody can live there anymore because they were kicked off the land. So if I can't stay here, you can't stay here neither, because I'm gonna curse this land. And that's exactly what they did to a lot of the land all across the world. If you don't believe me, go somewhere that has something going on. F around and find out by your damn self. But anyway, comment down below what y'all thought about this movie story. I mean, I think this was Hood Tales, right? The Emmett Till episode was like the best. Bam. 3:05 in the morning. Yeah, we moving. Hey, baby. Hey, baby. That's what the girls, switch out girls be saying, right? Hey, baby. Yeah, we moving, baby. Yeah, we up out of there, okay? We up out of there. We moving 6 towns over, okay? In fact, we moving to another 2 states over. Damn that. Hell no.
The Wilford's father keeps him in wooden stocks. So he doesn't wear these the whole time?
No, no. When he becomes aggressive, and he would do it.
Well, what makes him aggressive?
Ça vient comme ça parce que c'est son monde qui par esprit naturel là parce que nous connaissons ici son monde mourir
Where is the spirit?
Crazy.
Ah, jagwe munga uli kana jagwe. Kuraji barado.
So you're probably wondering why this goat is walking around like this. It's because it's not actually a goat. Somebody didn't turn this man into a goat, and a lot of you guys don't understand how severe witchcraft is. Witchcraft is very demonic spells and turn people to all types of animals and all sorts of things. It is very prominent. It is. You are opening yourself to demonic attacks like this. But when you call on the name of Jesus and you're asking the Lord for protection, then you are protected from demonic spells like this. But those that operate in witchcraft, they might think that they got the upper hand, but those that do witchcraft, guess what? That witchcraft is going to come right back on you. The devil thinks, let me tell you something. The devil is not your friend. The devil does not love you. The devil does not care about you. The devil doesn't think that if you love him even more, he's going to love you. No, the devil is a conniving person. He's the father of all lies. So if you think that you're going to operate in wickedness and get away with wickedness, that's not true. The wickedness always comes back to you. Share this video out to a loved one today. Be a blessing.
Family, that man was a whole goat, okay? Curry goat. Curry goat. Your boy was a whole goat. Who this man done mess with? Huh? Papa Shango? Boy, they turned this man into a whole goat. He literally the goat. Your man is literally the goat. You can't make this up. Comment down below and protect your energy. Protect your energy, or you're gonna be a goat.
Brooklyn, New York, on a cold winter's night. A large dark shadow being stands on top of a building overlooking the streets below. It stands for a few moments, then floats away into the darkness of the night. What kind of entity is this that emits such a dark silhouette?
What in the Dark Knight? That wasn't even Batman. Comment down below. Comment down below. A lot of weird stuff is happening, baby. A lot of weird stuff.
Rich quick. Sugar, gold, land. They believed the island was theirs to bleed dry. But what they didn't understand was this land already had a heartbeat. And that heartbeat belonged to the spirits and to the Bokers. Now, a Boker ain't no ordinary priest. He ain't the one who heals the sick or blesses a child. A Boker walks with both hands, one in the light, one in the grave. And when the white pushed too far, the Bokers answered with something worse than death. See, a Boker don't need much to work a curse. Just a lock of hair, a footprint in the dirt, or even a name whispered wrong. With that, he mixes his powders, fish poison ground fine with human bone dust, herbs that make the mind swim, maybe a scrap dug fresh from the cemetery. The victim never even sees it coming. A scratch, a sip, a bit blown on the wind, and it's over. The body slows down, breath like a thread, heart near stop. To the doctor's eyes, the man is dead. To his family's ears, he is gone. They bury him deep, with prayers and wailing, not knowing he's still awake in there, locked inside his own body, feeling the dirt pressed down on his chest. That's when the Boker comes. In the black hours, shovel in hand, he pulls the coffin from the ground, but it ain't just the body he takes. No, he reaches for the soul, that little spark of who you really are. He plucks it clean and seals it in a clay jar, hidden away. What's left in that body is just a shell, the shadow of a man, empty and obedient. The Boker wakes him up with what they call the zombie cucumber, a bitter paste that keeps the mind clouded. When he rises, the man don't speak, don't remember, don't fight. He just follows orders, like a mule that never tires. And here's the part that makes my blood run cold. They say the first ones put to work this way weren't Haitians at all. They were the very same white men who had come chasing sugar and slaves, pulled from their graves, marched blank-eyed into the fields, cutting cane in silence until their hands bled raw. The Boker called the balance. The whites called the damnation. But there's one thing you gotta know. Salt. You give a zombie salt, it wakes their memory, brings the soul rushing back like a flood. And when that happens, they either kill the Boker who made them, or they walk straight back to the grave, lay down in the dirt, and finish dying proper. Now you might be wondering, is this real? Can a man really be turned into a zombie? Science would tell you it's just poison and suggestion. But in Haiti, they'll tell you something different. You only become a zombie if you believe you can. And once you believe it, there's no waking up.
Y'all better leave them people alone, okay? Let these people thrive. Let these people thrive. Y'all keep messing with these people, they gonna make a whole nation of damn zombies, okay? Leave these people alone, man. Let these people build their wealth and build their country. Leave them alone. Comment down below what y'all thought about that story.
Look up, spaceship, eyes on, greatness, chosen, awaken, they can't fake us, serious, focused, I've been chosen, I'm right at, poor life, X-Men, I'm frozen, diamonds in my soul, yeah, they glow when I'm open, they ain't never seen
He needs some milk. Let it marinate. I could feel it right now. He got scratches, cuts, bruised, speed knots, Coco Santos. He got it all. Golly. Ooh, that hurt it. Comment down below if y'all would take a ride down the hill like my man.
And I mean like an actual restaurant. I feel like the word pizza already has a negative connotation around it, and then you stick Obama's name in front of it, doesn't make it any better. Then they literally have an Illuminati symbol right on the logo. On the inside, it looks like a pretty normal restaurant besides the checkerboard symbolism everywhere. And I mean everywhere. The question I still have is, why Obama and why pizza? Do the Russians know something that we don't? I'm gonna show y'all basically what the restaurant is, and y'all let me know what y'all think down below.
Scott Thuman was on assignment for us in Kaliningrad, Russia, when he came across a strange place to grab a slice.
Late at night in a foreign land and fending off hunger pangs, a pizza pie can seem like a godsend. And here in Kaliningrad, Russia, a spot rarely visited by any Westerners, we stumbled upon a story while scouring for food. This is Obama Pizza. Why Obama Pizza in Kaliningrad?
Никак это с политикой не связано.
This word sounds funny, let's say, and it was very popular in 2013 when they opened this cafe and they decided to use this word.
It may seem odd, the Russian storefronts with Cyrillic signs broken up by the name of an American president. And let's be honest, it is. After all, a picture of Vladimir Putin hangs proudly on the wall here. And locals tell us there's a running joke these days in Russia. If anything is wrong, just blame Obama. Though nothing wrong with this food. So will the signs soon be replaced now that he has too? So now that there's President Trump, will you change the name?
No plans.
Do you like Donald Trump?
Ну, как сказал.
As our president Putin told that he's a bright personality. We'll see, we have no idea about him.
Obama Pizza is crazy work. Like super crazy work. Comment down below.
All right, we're back with another episode of Decoding Hollywood Movies. So on the surface level, the boy, Fred Savage, befriends a monster named Maurice, right? This is Howie Mandel, who lives under his bed. So they travel into a wild underground world where monsters play tricks, party, and mess with humans. It's a pitched, movie to be a fun, buddy adventure. But that's not what they're really pitching people. So on a symbolic level, right? The hidden meaning, the subconscious, is hell. This is their underworld. So the monster's world is literally beneath the bed. Classic portal symbolism, bro. Beds are where children dream, fear shadows, and confront subconscious terrors. Do you see it? crossing under the bed, a ritual descent into the subconscious mind, or more bluntly, the initiation into the demonic realm. So Maurice is what, a trickster spirit. He's a tempter. So he's not just a goofy, right? He's a classic familiar spirit. Yay, I'm goofy. No, Maurice was a demon, bro. He lowered Brian into the monster world with fun and games while slowly corrupting him, just like Pennywise did to that kid. He teaches Brian to break rules, torment others, and embrace chaos. That's textbook demonic grooming hidden in comedy, similar to the Yum Yum video with Justin Bieber. The round and around he goes until eventually it's a lot of disgusting things on the table. But he's been slowly acclimated to the change in evil. Therefore, he never even noticed the change in the people who were sitting there and what he was eating. You see it? Now, the child's corruption. Every child who spends too much time underground starts turning into a monster themselves. Symbolically, if you dwell too long in the underworld, temptation, chaos, demonic influence, you lose your innocence and become a part of it. That's literally possession through play, bro. So the boy is an innocent initiate. Brian starts as a vulnerable bully kid. The monster, in their world, they offer him power, freedom, revenge, and escape. All the things the real world denies him. That's a classic Faustian bargain, bro. Dressed in Neo slime, right? You get the world at the cost of your soul. So the villain, the main antagonist, is a boy, right? A creepy childlike demon in the suit. He is the dark reflection of childhood innocence, the internal child who becomes fully corrupted. He's symbolic. The boy represents what Brian could become if he surrenders completely. A child who has lost his humanity to the underworld. Now the big picture, right? Portal under the bed, gateway to the shadow realm. Monsters, demonic spirits disguised as friends, fun games, corrupt rituals, and transformation into monsters equals possession and loss of innocence, okay? So the Little Monsters is an allegory about temptation and corruption disguised as friendship. Entertainment made it look like it's harmless, monster fun, but symbolically it's the story of a child's soul being tugged towards the underworld. A demonic initiation dressed as slime, neon, and Howie Mandel's goofy grin. Wake up. Welcome to the Matrix.
You will get the world for the cost of yourself. That is crazy. I haven't seen that movie in forever. I mean, this movie's so old, I forgot I seen it. That was a good movie though. But when we were young, we were being fooled. Especially back in 1998. We didn't have the technology to do any research. So everything we was getting fed in the 90s, we had to eat it and take it to the chin. But now, at least the Gen Z and everybody else can research.
People still judging me over the fact that I smash a mythological creature too. Like, y'all think it's something weird with me because I smash a cryptid. Like, you wouldn't too. You tell
Unc is a freak. Unc was on some other ish before. Now Unc on some smashing mythological creatures. Let's keep it moving.
that if you walked up on a fine-ass centaur, you ain't going. I'm talking about a fine-ass. I'm talking about she dope as fuck and just a centaur. You telling me you not going? You a motherfucking lie. Man, y'all already refer to bad, thick-ass women as animals. Y'all be like, look at her, boy, she a thoroughbred. Niggas be like, no, boy, she a stallion. Motherfuckers like, boy, that motherfucker corn-fed. Nigga, y'all one step away from going, boy, I graze with that bitch. I swear to God. Swear to God, be smashing all up and through her migratory patterns. Fuck out of here, don't play with me. And half you already dating cryptids. Hell yeah, you don't even know you in a relationship with a whole succubus. Here's the thing, you scared to date one on purpose. You tripping. You act like you wouldn't date a succubus on purpose. Bitch, it's in her name. She suck, you bust. You tripping. Pass on over to me. I ain't scared. Pass over to me. I got enough energy for her. I ain't gonna lie to you. Bitch, I meditate. Yes, sir. I meditate. Girl, I'm finna line the fuck out your chakras. I swear to God, I'm gonna give all this Reiki dick. One day I was watching Merlin, and everybody be watching Merlin. They be thinking about the magic and shit. But I'm sitting there, this nigga talking to the lady of the lake, and all I'm thinking to myself is, man, when last time somebody gave her some? When last time somebody stuck their sword in her stone? What the fuck, man? Have a heart. You're racist is what it is. You motherfucking racist. No, I'm telling you, racist. Nobody's complaining when I want to smash a Caucasian mermaid. No, that's not an issue. That's cool. But as soon as I want to do me a motherfucking melanated centaur, something wrong. Huh? You know what I'm saying? When I wanna smash me a Latina Bigfoot, y'all got something to say. Man, fuck that. You need to work on that hate in your heart. Follow me.
Unc said he wanna smash a centaur. Unc is crazy. Unc is a freaky deaky, okay? Unc said he got that Reiki thing for y'all. But Unc is a wild one. Freaky deaky.
Alright, this is the weirdest thing ever.
Galactic War busy.
Like, what is going on?
Hey, what's up? Ah! Go Hallelujah! Hallelujah! 有头痛哦。 有头痛哦。吴老妈，他一直引我过去的，他一直引我啊！哎，那什么东西啊？那是啊！我操！我不要拍了啦！啊！我操！你看他在偷看了，我靠！口不看，萨瓦迪卡，安拉路亚！Bye-bye.
You couldn't pay me enough to go inside of a abandoned hospital or abandoned asylum. Ain't no way I'm doing that. That man is straight up crazy. In fact, if you ask me, somebody like that as an NPC, ain't no way. I don't need that much thrill in my life. Hell no. Let me know what y'all thought about this last video. But anyway, family, I appreciate every last one of you who made it all the way to the end. You are goated. You are definitely goated. You are one of them ones. Please, if you're not subscribed yet, like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell for every time I drop. You could be rocking out with your boy. For everybody else, you know your boy got mad love for ya. And I'm in love with you. So please, Zone family, keep doing what y'all do. Keep repping for the Zone family. Keep vibrating high. Keep standing on this business. Remove these negative people out your life. You know what I'm saying? We on the right path. Keep doing what you do. And please don't forget to work on something that you like doing. Even if you go to work all day, every day. Even if you like doing some artwork, do some artwork. Do something that you like. Get into your hobby. Free your mind, okay? I love you, love thy neighbor, and your boy's out of here.